What is up, YouTube? It is finally here. College Football 26 is out, and we are starting our UCLA Dynasty. Posted a video yesterday, I believe it was, talking about what team I was going to pick, and I am picking my favorite team, the UCLA Bruins here, with transfer quarterback Nico coming from Tennessee. And this video probably is not going to have any gameplay, so if that's not what you're looking for, I apologize. But the first video of this Dynasty is going to be going over some housekeeping things, if you will, quarter length settings, and going over, obviously, our team, setting up our recruiting board, stuff like that. I think that makes for a pretty well-rounded, full first Dynasty video before we get into playing the full games. We are going to leave on Heisman, obviously. I hope this year it is difficult like it was last year. We will see. We will see. Hopefully it's as difficult. If it's not, we will change some sliders as we see fit. Coach XP, keep it normal. Injuries on, obviously. We are going to keep manual progression on. We are going to keep the penalty as well. It may be a little OP, especially without the penalty. I think you need to have the penalty if you want to have a slightly balanced experience. We're going to turn the pre-order bonus off as well. I usually play with Excel clock on, but I think we're going to need it off this time with these auto subs and the dynamic subs on the field. I think you're going to need that play clock to actually make those correctly. So all these settings will change as we go, if we need to, but I'm going to leave it 7 minutes, Excel clock off. The wear and tear, I like the wear and tear. We'll leave everything as it is. Transfer portal sliders we'll keep at the same as well. Auto progress players off. Auto progression coach off. Auto recruiting off, obviously. We'll hop into select your team, role, and coach. Wait, now they're 84 overall? I'm confused. They were just an 82 in the preload screen. It doesn't really matter. I don't really love the overall system, the way they're doing it this year. I like the super big discrepancy between overalls, between teams, but I don't love the way they've calculated the overalls. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It seems to be based on really the entirety of your depth chart, like from the bottom player to the top. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me at all. I'll just be quite frank. Picking our coach build, I think motivator is going to be the way to go. Tactician is never a bad idea if you're playing the full games, which we will be. But I actually don't want to make it any easier than it already might be. Like I said, I'm a little worried about the difficulty of Heisman CPU this year. But I think motivator is the best one to go either way, to be quite honest. We will hop into and make our coach, and the name of this channel is Don Don, and if you don't know where Don Don originated from, this is Don Don. Don Don is going to be the coach of every dynasty we do, the greatest coach the world has ever seen. Change his appearance first before we change all that stuff, right? Let's get the correct Don Don appearance going. Where is he at? He was in the thumbnail last video yesterday. Oh my God, he's not in the same place. He's not in the same place. Maybe a little more difficult to find him. Is he not in the fucking game? Is Don Don's player fucking model not in the game? They literally ripped Don Don's player model away. If you want to see what he was looking like, it was in my thumbnail yesterday. This is insane. I cannot believe they took him away. I think this is the new Don Don. This guy looks like he's 65 and doesn't want to be here anymore. This is the new Don Don, I guess, man. I cannot believe they cooked my guy. 6'6", 250, because that's what I have in real life, clearly. I cannot believe they took my player model away from me. So now this is the new Don Don. Demeanor. Let's be intense. I wish it would show you a preview of what the demeanor actually looks like. Stance. We don't get to see the stance either. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. We'll do hands on knees. Adaptive AI. Now, there's a couple crazy ones in here. I don't really know what I want to be. But I think this is actually going to have an effect. Well, that's actually not going to have an effect because we're not simming the game. I think I'm rocking the black pants. This is drip. This is drip. This is the new Don Don. Oh, they ripped my player. They ripped my coach from me, man. I'm super depressed. But this is Don Don. The new era College Football 26 Don Don. Our goal is to only win 4 games. That's interesting. As you can see, UCLA has not a lot of success recently. 9-4 was super lit. Was that DTR's year? I believe it was. 2023 was Dante Moore. And 2024 was my man Ethan Garber's. 2025, the Nico era, the Don era. Signed the contract. Starting our first dynasty. I've said it a million times. I'll say it again. I could not be more excited to use this team. Look at their depth chart. And we have our guy. I don't know a good place where my face cam is. But look at my guy right there. Look at my fucking guy right there, baby. Let's look at the team first. View the roster. See where these overalls are cooking. And see what we're rocking with. Obviously, our highest overall player is going to be none other than Nico with Elite Dev, 5 abilities. Call me a casual. Call me a casual. Brother, he's 6'6". He's 6'6". 97 throw power. His accuracies are insane. I didn't think he'd be this fucking good. His deal breaker is playing time. He shouldn't transfer. So I've seen him in the portal. In people's Dynasty, he shouldn't transfer. But 97 throw power in this game, where you see a lot of recruits with 88 throw power, is crazy. The accuracies are good. The carrying is a little low. I'm a little worried about that running. But 86 speed. He's got some decent abilities. A lot of packet passer. Yep. Pocket passer stuff. Obviously, our best player. This could be the Nico era. 84 juke, 81 spin move. He's going to be pretty good in game. I did not think he was going to be this good. I really did not. But if he does transfer, think with this team, we really don't have anything in the future. We do have Pierce Clarkson. I believe came from Louisville, if I'm not mistaken. Low throw power, though. As you can see, we really don't have anything else than that. So hopefully Nico does not lose to the portal. But he is the reason we picked this team. We do have a decent running back in Javian Thomas, one of our higher overall players, 87 overall. Jalen Burger's a senior. I didn't know that. We have a freshman with star dev. Interesting. Carson Cox, I'm not familiar with. Obviously, he's a freshman, and so we haven't seen him play. But 86 juke move. Really more of an elusive back. Star dev freshman. I mean, 79 overall feels like pretty high. Receiver, we have Caden Robinson. Has some pretty nice abilities. Titus Mokiao Atimalala, I believe is how you pronounce that. Give me some credit. Quasi Gilmore is not a freshman. Let me repeat. He might be a redshirt freshman. Quasi Gilmore played UCLA football last year. Hey, I can promise you he played UCLA football last year. He is the future of this receiver room, especially now in game that he's only a true freshman. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Maybe I'm missing something. I'm not connecting, but Quasi Gilmore is the future of this wide receiver room. Let me tell you firsthand. Do we have any good depth traits down the line? We have a star dev, Jaden Marshall, that I'm not familiar with. We still have Rico Flores. Why are these guys... Rico Flores is not a sophomore. I'm so fucking confused. Tight end, we don't have a lot. We're probably going to start Jack Peterson just because I actually know of him more than Chick Rinda. O-line is going to be pretty bad. We do have a star freshman, Eugene Brooks. But other than that, as you can see, not a lot cooking here. Edge position, also not a lot cooking here. We do have Grant Buckley, which will probably start Devin Apu, Jake Busich, Anthony Jones, I believe at the transfer. Was it TCU? I could be wrong. But defensively, it's going to be a struggle. Keanu Williams leads the defensive tackles. Not a lot of dev trait going on here. Linebackers, super bad. Monet Malafu was good in the game last year. Jalen Woods might be okay. The defense, as you can see, is really bad. We do have a 99 speed corner, but he's only a 78 overall. Roderick Pleasant. He does have star dev, sophomore redshirt, so Hopefully he ends up being good. And he was a sophomore last year, Pagani, I thought. Great kicker, though. We have a really, really good kicker. So that's good. I'm telling you this right now, guys. This is incorrect. Quasi Gilmore is not a true freshman. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'll take it, though. Give me an extra year with my man Quasi Gilmore. I'll take it. But as you can see, a pretty good offense. Our defense is going to be pretty bad. But like I said, good offense, bad defense. We'll take a look at the schedule. This is obviously what they're going to play in real life. We start with a huge game at home against Utah. They're not some huge program either, but I want to kick their ass. I'm just putting that out there. I just want to kick their ass. We do have some pretty cupcakes, you would think, in UNLV, New Mexico, and then bye week Northwestern. And then we start, I said we start Big Ten play with Northwestern, but real Big Ten play starts at home against Penn State, Michigan State, Maryland, and then we finish the year 5 straight games at Indiana, home against Nebraska, at Ohio State, home versus Washington, at USC. I'm aiming, we're going to play all the games, so you would think we'd do better than, Sim would do, technically. I'm aiming for 8 wins, to be honest. I think it's a pretty good benchmark. If we get less, I'll be disappointed. If we get more, that's, maybe symbolizing the game's a little too easy. So we're aiming for 8 wins for sure. That is, I think, a good point. We will look at the recruiting board. And our school grade's really not that bad. Contender is just off like the regular B- where you really want it to be. But tradition is going to be pretty high. Campus lifestyle being A+. Academic prestige going to be an A. Conference prestige, obviously an A+. Big Ten best conference in ball. But it's not going to be the hardest rebuild per se. I know we're starting off with something that's slightly easier. So it really shouldn't be that difficult to recruit. And we are going to have some 5-stars interested off rip, I would say. Only one, but RT Lovelace, a 5'9" north-south receiver running back, is interesting. We do have some 5-stars here from California that just aren't going to hear us out. We actually really can't recruit that many 5-stars. Like, we're locked out on a lot of these guys. Coach prestige at contender. We only have a C+ brand exposure. I mean, I know UCLA is not that crazy, but we are UCLA. Like, C+ seems a little low in my personal opinion. I'm going to scout Artie Lovelace just to see what he's about. I don't really recommend scouting 5-stars, but like I said, I do have these spare hours because we are UCLA. He's so fucking bad, guys. Guys, he's so fucking bad. What is this? Who gave this guy a 5-star? What recruiting website said this guy's a fucking 5-star? What does he do good? His highest rating on here, besides acceleration, is speed at an 84. We have a furry. We have a quarterback with the last name Furry. Oh boy, that is just writes itself, man. It just writes itself. All right, this is the recruiting board in week 0. I'm not gonna lie. It's not looking awesome. It's not looking like what I expected. We are going after 3 5-stars. Only one is interested. We actually have somebody with a first place interest in us. It is a north-south receiver running back. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. He looks fucking awful, but he is a 5-star with us at number 1. I mean, he has to be a 5-star for a reason. There's no way he's just. I mean, he looks like a 2-star on my screen right now. I'm still gonna go after him. We're gonna see what happens. Artie, cross my fingers. You're decent. Right tackle from Las Vegas, Nevada, looks pretty good. Probably the best one we have on our board. And then we have Furry, which does have a platinum ability, 90 speed, 80 zone, but he's a bust. So I'm still going to go after him. Other than that, we really don't have any 5-stars we really can go after. So I thought it would be a little easier at UCLA. I'm clearly going to realize it's not. There's a real chance we only get 1 5-star, and it's this awful player. We'll see if any go under-recruited down the line. We do have a quarterback on the board. Manu DeMarco with only 86 throw power, but I think you're going to see more of that as the year goes on, to be honest. And he's a gym. We have some edges on the board that are pretty good. We have a defensive tackle that I really, really want. 76 speed, 82 power move with really high strength. Gold grip breaker. Looks pretty good. Have some linebackers with some high hit power. Some corners. But really not that crazy players I'm seeing right now. So we will see how it goes. But we'll go ahead and sim a week and figure it out from there. Hit back to recruiting. What are we looking like? We already got locked out on Tyquan Horner, which is interesting because last year, this would not have happened. You would have gotten that top 8 1,000%. So that's probably a good change to recruiting. I am quite surprised we didn't get in there. We are in there for Greg Rooks. Missouri's taking a massive lead. Brother, what is something on Missouri that I not know about? Notre Dame took a massive leap. We're getting killed. I mean, look how much of a leap Notre Dame took. And we put max points. Like I just said, this would not have happened last year. We're going to stay in the mix, see what happens. You know, a little experiment, if you will. But it's not looking good for us. And it looks like, once again, Oregon's going to be a pain in our side. We did get locked down on the quarterback as well. He's got 5 teams in this top 8 that haven't even offered him, and we got locked out immediately. Interesting. It's going to be a different kind of year, man. Recruiting is definitely more difficult, and I think that's a good thing. No one's in their top 5 yet, though, so we still can't sell. So we'll leave the points as is. We're going to open the board again and go look for another quarterback that's getting under-recruited. Accuracy is so bad. I'm gonna offer Dimitri. Hopefully we can get in the mix. But we won't find out till next week, actually. So, but that is the board. Still looking good on some of those 5 stars. Utah will be week 1. That will be in the next video. Yeah, and we'll probably start having 2 games of video for sure. But like I said, I do think there's enough content in this video just to get it out for day 1 of the game without any gameplay. Look at the roster, set the recruiting board, make the coach, stuff like that. So if you did enjoy, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. More UCLA Dynasty uploads. Daily might be pushing it a little bit too much, but there'll definitely be one tomorrow with Utah game 1. So hope you enjoyed. See you on the next one. Deuces.